Welcome, everyone, and we are live once again in the flesh. It is your boy, Emeka Outlaw, Skippy the Bear, one and the same, here to entertain. Oh, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I'm really fucking good at this, guys. Anyway, that's enough self-sucking of my own dick. Let's get on. Oh, right. Sound check. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I didn't mean for that. Yeah, it sounds perfect. Sounds perfect to me. Now I'm just gonna music's up and running, drawing up and running. Got my agua. Mm-hmm. Let me hit my fan. The temperature dropped, but like the heat my monitor's giving off in front of my face is enough for me to turn my fan on during the winter. Alright, so a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. Not really behind the scenes, but so remember how it was like, yeah, the days are ticking when I'm gonna like waiting for the new job to start. So it turns out I got a phone call. The start date is on the 11th, which is pretty soon. And the way that the grocery store I work at works is they schedule you not a week ahead of time, but 3 weeks at a time. So they kind of already have me laid out for all of October. So it's kind of awkward now that I'm gonna like walk in there and be like, "Hey, bad news. Okay, wait. So here's how I explain it. So, I got a call from them. They said, on the 11th, the 28th, and no, sorry, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th are going to be my trainings. And I was like, okay, cool. And originally I was going to quit that week when I got that call. And I talked to my mom, my sister. She's like, it didn't make sense. You know, you're jumping the gun. We don't even know if this job's going to pan out. Just request those 3 days off, and then you know, resign after everything's like locked in stone, because you know the store hasn't really opened yet. We're still, because I'm going to be training at a different store in a different location before the store I'm going to be working at opens. So I was like, yeah, you guys are right. I'm getting impatient. And then I requested those days off, only to realize in a later phone call that I misunderstood what she had said on the phone. It's not those 3 days will be the training. It's the week of those 3 days. Each of those days are on a Monday. So for 3 weeks, I'm going to be training in a different county for this job. And the best part is they offered me two options. They said, hey, we can either pay for your mileage, like your gas expenses for driving back and forth, or you can we can rent you out a hotel room and pay for your hotel stay and your food, like an actual like conference business thing. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. So, you know, I obviously said yes to the hotel, not knowing that I was going to be there for 3 weeks. But either way, still great. So there might be a weird gap in streaming because I don't want to bring my PC to a hotel. This doesn't really dox where I live. So I guess it's in South Orange, which is a very I don't want to say ghetto, a very urban. That's how they would say it on Fox News, right? It's a very urban community. So like, it's not that I don't trust hotel staff. I really just don't want like my glowing, expensive ass $5,000 computer that all that loan went into to just be gone because some opportunist was like, whoa, this glowing brick thing looks expensive. You know, I don't want to go through all that again. So, yeah, there might be a gap in between me streaming. Maybe I can stream on my phone. Because then that would require me to just show up my face and all that. Sometimes I'm afraid to show my face because, like, my face is on the channel. Or if you wanted to find my face, you can find it. I'm not, like, actively going on the way to be a faceless VTuber. Like, I have a face. I'd rather be a cartoon man. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm getting ahead of myself again. So there might be a gap there, depending. I don't know if like maybe on the weekends I'll get to come back. So maybe when but just ergo October there might not be as many streams. but it's all going to a good purpose, which is me making money at this actual job. It's gonna hopefully treat me right. And Skippy froze. Skippy was barely on for not even a couple minutes and he froze on me. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Okay, let's try to fix it. Try to fix the skip. Fix the skip. Come on, come on. Completely destroyed my train of thought. I was in like the flow of the narrative and then my brain. There we go. Okay. And bada bing. Yeah, there we go. Moving and grooving and drawing. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, what was I saying? Hotels? No. No streams in October, so probably that. What was the other thing? Alright, so basically I told him, oh, I need off on these 3 days. And then I realized it's going to be 3 weeks. So it's like, oh, that makes the hotel make more sense now. So I was like, yeah, I can't ask off for 3 weeks. So I'm going to have to resign, like, actually. And I'm, like, at work panicking, like, oh, God, I got to do it today like I planned. But I didn't bring the resignation letter because I left it at home because I thought I was going to do it next week and in a couple weeks or blah, blah, blah. And then I sat down, thought about it, and was like, I'm overreacting because my brain thinks it's already October. I mean, like, in 2 days it will be, but, like, this is, like, the tail end of September. I'm freaking out about mid-October, so I need to just calm down. I need to just, so basically, this Friday, I'm going to tell them that I can work up until the 8th, which is the last day they had me scheduled before the new thing. I mean, they had me scheduled all the way up till the end of October, so, but, like, look, it's weird because my one friend was like, fuck it, why are you even trying to do this whole resignation rigmarole? Fuck them. And, like, yeah, this does sound contradictory to the me of, like, a few months ago with all the job rants and being like, I'm so sick of this job, the coverage, the management, this, that, and the third. But, like, now that the opportunity has come for me to transition, the idea of, like, that, yeah, fuck them. But now I'm like, fuck them? Really? I mean, yeah, but, like, do we gotta fuck them? Fuck them? Like, I guess, like, it's not my nature. Like, I'm not spiteful, you know? I don't want, like, despite the grievances I have with this job, I don't want to, like, burn the bridge if I don't have to, you know? It's like, yeah, wasn't not so great. Yeah, was I underpaid and overworked and many hats, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I wasn't beaten, you know? It wasn't like Amazon where I'm peeing in a water bottle. You feel me? So, like, I can't, like, you know, I did what I had to do as an adult. You know, I said, you know what? I don't like this job. I don't like the working conditions. I kept my mouth shut, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm going to get a new job. So that's what I did. But now it's weird. I have, like, mixed feelings because, like, they literally don't, not to say, not even to, like, because it sounds like I'm stroking my own ego where it's like, oh, well, this company's, you know, been here before and after, and they'll still be here after you. Of course that's true. And, you know, somehow, some way, Staples held it together after I left. But to be very honest here, they're really fucked. And I mean this in a, like, because, like, that one day, I was able to get, like, by planning the 25th and the 18th, I was able to get off, no problem, when I originally thought it was those 3 days. So I requested off, and they were like, oh, yeah, sure, that's, like, really far in the future. I was like, what about the 11th? They're like, oh, the 11th, it's too close. I already put you on the schedule for that. I really don't got nobody. I was like, what about so-and-so? And he's like, so-and-so's going on vacation. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, what about, so-and-so, she can't work Mondays. What about this person? He can't work Mondays because he's in school or whatever the fuck. They, like, and this is what I meant by the no coverage thing, because they've been relying on me to fill in these holes for everybody. And I was just like, what if I was sick, dog? Like, okay, like, it's funny because that same, yesterday, for example, unrelated, someone called out. I'm assuming they were sick or something. I don't know. She called out. And there was just no one there for the morning. for the self-service machine. So I had to bounce between behind the desk at membership and the thing at the same time. And the manager's like, oh fuck. He can't do both at the same time. So they had to call my coworker. Her name's Mary Jane. She's very nice. Sweet lady. She's the one who's going on vacation, by the way. I don't know her last name, so I can't really dox her. I'll just say MJ for clarity. But I guess none of this really matters anymore, right? Is there someone actively looking for, like, where's this grocery store he works at? Tell me, chat, are you like that interested in my personal life? You want to know where I work? It's not even near like where I live. So, but anyway, I see I'm going on a tangent. She came in the morning for the cash office, and this is like the many hats thing, because that's its own department, and cash office's job is to count the money, essentially. So she had to come in early at like 6 a.m. to count the money. I come in, she's like, I'll see you at 2. I'm like, okay, yeah, get some sleep. Then that person who was supposed to come didn't show up, so then she had to come back earlier than 2. I think like around, they had her come in like around what, like 12 or something like that. And I was like, damn, they really had her come in early. That's whack. This place really has no coverage. And look, when she's on vacation and I leave, I really don't know what they're about to do, bro. Excuse me, I burped. If you, hopefully my microphone didn't catch that. But yeah, I have no clue what they're about to do, bro. They've been really relying on a nigga, man, and it's kind of fucked. But you know, that's part of the again, like too. It's like I feel bad, but at the same time, it's like these grievances are the reasons why I'm leaving too. You know, if I felt confident in that I could take a day off or, you know, go on a sick day without feeling like, oh, they're just fucked without a person being there, or I wasn't fucking somebody over who has to do double the work. Because no offense to the girl who called out, but because she called out, I had to do double the work essentially, and not to you know maybe she's sick. I don't know the thing, but that's mainly the manager's job is to provide coverage, and they just could not. But they're gonna have to work together, man, because they got to figure it out. I will give credit to like where credit's due. I'm starting to forgive Felicia a little bit more because she did pull up when the situation arose where it got really busy, and she was like actually trying to help the people in self-serve and like scan their groceries because we didn't have enough cashiers and stuff, and that one person called out, and I was like, look at you, Felicia, actually like putting your nose to the grindstone. I kind of want to take back everything I said about you. I always said that she was always absorbed in the office, not really coming down to help, but you know, she really pulled through that one time, and unfortunately, sooner rather than later, that's going to be a more of a regular thing. I mean, she does help with Bopix, but I always felt like, see, with the whole Bopic thing, I was always torn on it. It's like, yeah, you're here, but I feel like you're not here to help for the fact we're short-staffed and underexperienced. I feel like you're here because you got a customer complain about an order coming in late, and you got yelled at, and that's the only thing motivating you down here. I know it seems cynical, but I'm just a cynical dude. And, you know, Felicia's a numbers person. She doesn't really, again, she's not as hands-on. I'm using, like, all these, like, corporate terms, but, you know, yesterday she really, you know, put her nose to the grindstone, and I can appreciate that. I can respect it, is what I'm trying to say. And whether Joe or Kyle would do that, maybe there are days they've done it and I just haven't witnessed it, but we'll see. Well, I won't see because I'm fucking leaving. So basically, you know, I've been rewriting my resignation letter over and over. Because my mom's like, why do you even gotta show them a resignation letter? They could fire you. Just get that last check and get out of there. And it's like, that's unprofessional. I'm not going to do that. It's like, yeah, did they fire Rejoice after she quit? But I don't know. Apparently they had beef with her from before. And when Larissa resigned, you know, everything seemed cool. Except for the fact they didn't give her the bonus check. Speaking of the bonus check, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. So it's been like, so I was supposed to get it after 90 days, right? It's been 90 fucking 7 days, and that shit hasn't come onto my last check. Like the 90th day was when? The 19th of September, and then like I think I got my check. I forgot what day that was, a Thursday or some shit, or maybe it was a Wednesday. I think it was like on a Sunday, and then on a the following Friday, my check came and I was like, whoa, where the fuck's the bonus at, honey? So I talked to HR. He's like, oh, you gotta talk to the manager. Blah, blah. It's usually the week after the 90 days. I'm like, why is it the week after the 90 days? Why wouldn't it be the payroll of the 90 days? That doesn't even make sense. But anyway, he said it was so in case they were to fire me, they get an... the way it was explained to me is essentially if they were to fire me after my 90 days, they could take away my last bonus check. It's some bullshit. Basically, it's supposed to be 90 days, but in reality, it's 100 days. Because they really want to make sure you're in it for the long haul, which, you know, ironically, I am not, but they don't know that yet. Unless they watch the stream. I'd be very grateful if they were to follow me, because I'm 4 followers away from affiliate, honey. So, that'd be cool. But anyway, see, I'm going on another tirade. So yeah, a lot of things are happening, but they guaranteed that I'm gonna get the check this Friday. I'm off tonight, I'm off tomorrow, which means, yeah, I'll just be in on Friday, get that check, get that bonus, and we're good to go. And I'll be like, hey guys, thanks for the bonus, so that, I gotta go. Which seems like fucked up, but like, you know. Look, it's not like I'm gonna just like stop showing up or anything like that. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna, you know, do the work. I'm not gonna complain on the way out. You know, I'm not gonna gloat. My intentions aren't to gloat to be like, I got a better job. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I got this other job. They're paying me $18 an hour. So it's like it wasn't personal. It was financial. I gotta make the financial move, honey. Gotta get that cheddar, that cheese, that gorgonzola. You feel me? I'm all about that paper, that guap. So then, and on top, and then like I'll like I did at my last job before I left, I basically trained newer people. Well, making it seem like they hired a bunch of people. Basically, when I was there before I resigned, I was training people who were not in my department to come over because we were short-staffed. And on my way out, I had to give like a 2-week crash course on how to do my job to my subordinates, essentially. Which I guess worked out because one of them was the supervisor for a little bit. I saw her at the Staples actually recently, and she said she got a new job that's paying her better, so that's good. And then the other girl that I was training for like a little bit, who I honestly didn't think was gonna be there for that long, a year later, like like 2 years later. Now I think about it, it's almost 2 years. 2 years later, now because the girl I trained, her name's Jada's leaving, and then this girl, her name was Alex. Now that Jada's leaving, Alex is about to become the new supervisor. So, you know, that's great. But then at the same time, it's like, why didn't I become supervisor? I was supervisor in what's it called? In duty, but not in title. Like, I was doing the duties of the super... Oh, okay, see, that's the other thing. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's in the past. The time is now. And it's time to say goodbye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia! I really hope Felicia will be there that day so I can do that. She's probably going to be like... I've been sneaking it in here and there, like when she says goodbye. But I did it under my breath. I was like, bye, Felicia! But, like, when I finally do it, she's gonna be so fucking mad. But hey, man. It really do be like that sometimes, though. People leave, bro. It was inevitable. Ugh. But yeah, this training, like, 3 weeks, hotel, sounds intense. Someone brought up, it's like, are you getting like a wine certification? I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I wonder. I mean, like, I know next to nothing about, I know like it's like a winery, but like I know nothing about alcohol. Like, I've drinking alcohol, I've gone to parties, I've been at bars. I don't know different. I'm not a mixologist. I'm not a bartender. I don't know anything about drinking. So I guess that's what this training is going to be. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to go. Like, again, my training, quote unquote, at this grocery store was a 3-day crash course, and they said, "Fuck it, you're closing shifts by yourself." This place, they're paying for me to train, eat, and sleep at a nearby hotel, so there's no travel conflicts. So I can get trained in like this, like it's a week-long orientation, and then the other 2 weeks they said I'm learning about wine and spirits and like the drinks essentially. So yeah, this is like actual this is honestly like a not internship I want to say, but like a college semester, like a course. Like it's gonna feel a lot like college, like being back at the dorms and shit. So you know, I'm still gonna be drawing, obviously. You know, like on the time off in the hotel, I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna bring my portable drawing tablet. The problem is that like my laptop can't stream. That was part of the reason I got a PC. So I'll try, but it's probably not gonna work. Actually, it's definitely not gonna work. So I'm not gonna try. Maybe we'll see. I'm trying to buy an external GPU to see if that can like make it the RAM work better on my, because the problem is with the Mac is like it works on integrated graphics. So like when you have big HD pit, like these drawings you're looking at right now, they don't look like much, but like they're in HD. That's why you can zoom in and like I scan these on my scanner. That's why you can zoom in for the most part and get all these like grains and shit from the brush strokes. It's because it's an HD. Or it's an high resolution, I should say. I think I did, what, 400 DPI? Something like that? I don't remember. High enough to where I can zoom in, like, and see this fucking speck. And the scanner picked that up. Yeah, my days are numbered at this grocery store. It's literally, like, tomorrow, day off streaming, next day I'm resigning. And, like I said, you know, I'm more than down to like train new people. I don't want to leave them hanging out to dry, but like it's weird because like part of me, it's like I feel guilty, but like I have to remind myself that I didn't put them in this situation. They put themselves in this situation, and it just so happens to include me. I didn't make them short-staffed. I didn't make them super reliant on me. They could have fired me at several different points because of my tardiness and, you know, I just, you know, but they couldn't. They literally could not because they had nobody who would stay, essentially. And, you know, I think I'm one of the, you know, now that I think about it going back, a lot of people came and went as I was in there. I've had a manager leave. I've had another manager demote himself to work in the back where he doesn't have to like do all the managerial shit anymore. So I rarely see him anymore. That was Bryce, by the way, the chill manager. And when I told you that, like, I was like, oh yeah, he's chill, he can like get shit done. Yeah, he fucking demoted himself, bro. He couldn't take it anymore. I think this is speculation, but I think originally he was gonna leave, like leave. But then they made him an offer, like, hey, we can put you back at your old spot for the same pay if you just stay. Because we'd rather have you than not have you. Or something like that. Something around those lines. I think all that did was truncate the hours to give Kyle and Felicia more hours. I guess. I don't know the deets again. But, again, things just aren't really going super well for them right now. And my mom was like, why are you so stressed out about this job? Blah, blah, you complain about it a lot. Why are you so worried about them? It's because it's not even because of the grocery store. I don't care about the franchise or their quotas or anything. It's mainly the people, because there are good people, good, genuine, nice people that work there who, you know, we have it rough, but they recognize that if we cooperate together as a team, we can get through this shitty situation together. When it gets busy or customers are being fidgety and all this and that and pissy, we work together to back each other up. And that, I will admit, that's one of the few things I will miss about this job, was that when things got dire, we would pull up and kind of leave our posts to help the other posts that would need help. That sentence was completely butchered by me. But I think you got the gist, like the vibe I was going for there. There's a sense of camaraderie among us, and I will miss that. It's not like we were the best friends or anything. It's not like any of us hung out outside of work. None of that. But like I will say that when things got tough, for the most part, we'd help each other out. Mainly because we had to, because like the managers would just not show up, and if they did show up, it would be until the customer got really fucking mad. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of bittersweet leaving. It's like a relief, but at the same time, it's like, maybe I felt something similar when I left Staples, but I don't know. Quitting, it's like ending a relationship in a way. It's a business relationship, but it's still a relationship. Like, you gained a rapport, you kind of got used to the motions, to the job, and all its stresses and downfalls. You made it work, and you manage things, and things start to become routine, and you form bonds with people who you didn't necessarily know you were going to form bonds with. These new kids, like the part-timers who are there just for the summer, a lot of them are looking up to me because they're like, man, you're such a good guy, you need a raise, you should be a manager, as this one kid would say. And I'm like, dude, stop, like, A, stop brown-nosing me, and B, I'm not a manager, I'm just like an underpaid schmuck like you. But he respected me because like I'd show up and like help and try to make sure everyone was on their breaks and shit like that. But yeah. Again, like I want to leave, I have to leave, but like, I don't know. I would sleep better at night knowing that I was leaving, and then that, like, oh yeah, we got like 3 new people who are fully trained, and we're gonna be all right without you. That's what would make me sleep at night, but I know that's not the case. I know that, like, because I'm not gonna be there, those shifts are they're just not gonna have people, because I cover a lot of shit, and when people call out, there's just gonna be people who just aren't there. So, and again, I didn't create the scenario. In fact, the scenario is the reason I'm leaving. And that's the part I have to remind myself to get through this. Because I feel guilty, but I really didn't do anything wrong. You feel me? I mean, like, yeah, I wasn't the perfect employee by any means. Did I show up late to an unacceptable degree? Yeah. Do I have a problem with, like, tardiness and shit? Yeah. And I know it's viewed as, like, a sense of disrespect. But it's not, like, to me personally, it's not disrespect. It's just, like, I'm just really bad at time management, and I oversleep a lot, and my sleep medication and this and that and the drowsiness, a lot of excuses, but ultimately it's on me to do better. But that doesn't mean that, but those, aside from those vices, this job didn't treat me super well, and it didn't treat a lot of people super well. And it continues not to treat a lot of people super well. And that's why I gotta go. That, and because this job is gonna be right next to my house, so the late thing, unless like by some weird phenomenon I'm somehow still late, I really doubt it, because it's literally like right down the road, like not even a minute away. I wouldn't even have to drive. I could walk, really. If I wanted to do a 5-minute walk to get there, I could, to get some like fresh air, but I'm lazy and I'm probably just going to drive back and forth, which is going to, again, take a minute. Like, it's right on the highway that's like right in front of my house, so that's going to be great. Not where I'm training, but where the actual store is going to be. In fact, that's how I found out they were hiring there, because I was driving into that plaza to find I was getting something at Best Buy, and I was driving back to my house, and I see this big sign that says, "We're hiring. We're opening a wine place here." And I'm like, oh wow, this is like right in my neck of the woods. And on top of that, it says they're paying more according to this ad. So I was like, I nailed the interview, things are going good. So yeah, a lot of things happened this week, but we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna keep it positive, because that's all you can really do. What else happened this week? I'm trying to think, because everything's been so absorbed by the job. My toilet got fixed. I never mentioned that. Why am I talking about that? No one cares about that. Pretend I didn't say that.